1 in 10 kids will be abused before their 18th birthday. How do we prevent this type of abuse? The Advocacy Center is a 24-year-old nonprofit born in this community out of frustrations from law enforcement and prosecution, who came together and said, when a child is hurt, when a crime is committed against a child, they're not getting the justice that they need. They're not getting the healing they need. They don't have a coordinated case. And so our people who are charged with protecting kids realized that they weren't able to effectively protect kids until they had something called an advocacy center. We provide a coordinated care through the investigation and prosecution of severe child abuse cases, those that rise to the level of a criminal offense. And we provide the healing services through mental health and victim advocacy so that kids can experience restoration after something like abuse. So when an outcry of abuse is made, a child will tell a trusted adult. Often it's a teacher, sometimes it's a parent or a neighbor. They'll tell that person, and that person will make a report. Last year was a record-breaking year. In our 24-year history, we had never seen numbers even come close to what we saw last year. These kids were out of the eyesight of those trusted adults. They were sometimes trapped in homes that were unsafe. There was just more abuse actually happened last year. More people hurt kids than ever before last year. But families were also in crisis at higher levels last year. Their mental health needs were accelerated, and so they reached out for help in many more ways, which we thought was a good thing. So while we saw more investigations, we also saw more families participate in the full array of treatment. So our education program is committed to going into schools and talking to kids either in classrooms or virtually even. We learned over the last year how to effectively do that. We found that information is power for kids, and that when they hear the information about their bodies and safety and about boundaries, then they will often make a report that someone has violated those things. But we know that it isn't just up to our educators to do that. Parents have got to have great relationships with their kids to be able to foster communication around those issues. And anyone who has a child in their life can take the opportunity to share ways to stay safe. Right now we are starting a volunteer group, an auxiliary group that will support the center and make sure that there are great opportunities for people to volunteer at the center. You can join our Facebook page. If you are a parent, you will get great parenting tips. If you're a community member, you'll get great information about the awesome people that step up in our community. So like us on Facebook, you'll want all of our information. I hope if there's anybody watching today who is wondering how they can get more involved, that they will check out our website, that they will make a phone call, and they will lend their talents to this cause. If you type in CAC North Texas, you'll find us. And that is where you'll get tons of information about parenting, about staying safe, and about how the community steps up to help kids in ways that you too can join.